Hi, can you hear me well? Can anyone hear me? Awesome. We're just waiting for more people to come in before we get started. We got four people now. So, everyone who's here, how have things been? For the four people who are here, for the three people, the concurrent viewers keeps changing. I don't know why, but everyone who's here, how have things been? All right, so good, doing fine myself. I'm gonna be starting college pretty soon, this Thursday. My first, from what I know, my first proper class won't be until next Wednesday, though. The Chinchero Chillers. Yeah, there might be more live streams in the future if I have the inspiration for it. I think most of my live streams will be about reacting to stuff. Maybe playing some old Flash games. Awesome. Hope you will do good. Thanks, Geek Studios YouTube. I appreciate that. Ah, 7 viewers. Nice. That's cool. 7 viewers now. How about we give it about 10, 15 more minutes before we really get started? Sorry, I just finished a water. Anyway, I was mainly thinking of doing these live streams to fill in the gaps between videos. Quick question, but what community would you consider yourself a part of? Uh, I can't. I'm not 100% sure. You think you could define community? Because I'd say more than a few communities I'm a part of. But anyway, like I said, I was thinking of doing more live streams of mostly reacting to stuff and playing flash games of where these live streams would be filling in the gaps between the actual videos, since sometimes they do tend to take a while. You know what? Y'all think we should start now? What I mean by community is by the content you make, the discussions you take part in, and the content made by associates. Well, sorry I didn't elaborate earlier. It's fine, Geek Studios YouTube. To answer the question, mostly a focus on my videos mainly focus on cartoons and animation, and sharing my thoughts on mainly just sharing my thoughts on cartoons and animation and stuff. So hopefully that answers your question. But do you think I should start? We should start watching the videos now. Maybe that'll get more people in. Sure, no problem. All right, yeah. Hi, amazing 404P2R. How you doing? We were just about to start the reactions. Okay, so all of these videos are unlisted, so I have to do this in YouTube Studios. So the first one we're going to be watching is dated. Stay away from MLP's A Matter of Principles at all cost. And the description says, "Oh God, with so much periods, it's bad. Please stay away from this atrocity." Okay, so a little bit of history behind this video. Hang on. A little bit of context behind this one. So this video was inspired by the second episode of the Angry Video Game Nerd. The one where he rants about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde but doesn't really go into much detail. And then a few years later, he would make a full video on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde going more in depth in the game. And then a few years after that, he made a video where he actually beat the game. So I kind of wanted to do something similar to this, where I'd talk about this My Little Pony episode I hated. Like I talk about it here and I don't go into much detail, but later for like a milestone special, I talk about the episode more in depth. Now, I haven't made a third video on this episode, and I don't think I ever will, to be honest. All right, let's start the reaction. Real quick, hang on, Kenny.
We're all familiar with a kid's cartoon known as My Little Pony: Friendship's Magic, a girl's cartoon that is.
I just want to ask, can y'all hear the screen? Can y'all hear the screen? Yeah, all right. Miles Ander 6000. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. Let's continue.
Loved by little girls and grown men. Very recently, like a few months back, the 8th season of the show ended. It had its ups, like hard swimming clubs, school race, and what lies beneath, but also had a lot of depth.
Yeah, I'm kind of blown away by how I sounded as a teenager. My voice, like I didn't know my voice sounded so squeaky like that. I'm just saying. I just think that's kind of funny.
Sounds like yakety sack, not complete clause. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about one of his episodes that literally broke me. It's called A Matter of Principles. Now, I know the show had like a lot of bad episodes, like putting your hoof down, one bad apple, Spike at your service, and so on and so forth. But this episode is one of, if not the worst episode in MLP history.
MLP history.
This is probably the first time.
So I guess that would include like the generations before Friendship is Magic, even though I haven't even seen those.
A cartoon, a kid's cartoon, literally put me into therapy. It's so bad I had to.
I think I got that therapy line from another reviewer called Gem Reviews.
It's so bad. I've changed. I've literally changed because of this episode. I am not kidding. It's that friggin' bad. So
long awkward pause there.
How could they do this? I'm surprised that like this episode isn't hated more than it already is. Like some people actually like this episode. Why? Why do you like it so much?
My God.
Why? How is it good? Tell me. Come on. Tell me, how do you like it? What's so good about this episode? Nothing. That's for sure. Okay. I first heard this episode sucked from Voice of Reasons. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll check it out tomorrow after school. Therefore I did, and I watched it, and I'm haunted for life now. It's so bad, I'm not even gonna tell you a dang thing about it. It is.
Can y'all feel the
I can't
AVGN
even think
influence
about
here?
it. Okay. You know what? It won't hurt to tell you a little bit, and you will complain that it's making me feel lazy. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit. The main six are out on a friendship mission. They have nobody watch over the school. They get Starlight to watch over the school. Discord shows up and ruins everything. Do you understand now? You get it now? Good. Do not watch this episode. If you're a hardcore brony, you just gotta watch every episode, stay away from this one. If you have kids that are a huge fan of the show, keep them away from this episode. You will be traumatized. You will end up the same way I did.
I'm not even.
You've been warned.
I'm not even okay. I'm not even acting that traumatized here. Okay. Okay. I actually was gonna say that you should do what AVGN did with until you said that you were gonna do it. Diaz Master 7. Thad Misanthrope 7. That's funny. That's funny. Fuck, I didn't know that you were once a Misanthrope Pony clone. Oh, God. Sir, why are you interrogating me over an MLP episode? That was funny. It won't hurt to tell you a little bit. Then why did you make a whole video? Oh, but Geek Studios YouTube, your comments are very funny. Well, I do tend to rewatch this episode from time to time. That's cool, Jacob Scott. That's cool, Jacob Scotson. It's good for you, man. Good for you. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the next one. So, this next one, if the thing will freaking load, the next one we have is my absolute least favorite SML character. Yeah, I used to be a big Super Mario Logan fan. I don't really. Every now and again, I tend to rewatch the pre-lawsuit videos for a bit of nostalgia. But this was a rant I've done on the character Black Yoshi. Like, if you've seen
I can't believe I'm free.
If you've seen SML, you should know who Black Yoshi is. But let's see what my younger self had to say about this guy. Excuse me.
Freaking doing this. I can't believe I'm about to talk about my absolute least favorite SML character. And no, if you're wondering, if you thought it was gonna be Jeffy, no, it's not Jeffy. I actually like Jeffy.
Yeah, I used to be a hardcore Jeffy defender back in those days.
But if there is an SML character I absolutely hate, it's Black Yoshi.
I couldn't even get
God,
my
I hate Black
there.
Yoshi so much. Here's why. I'll be explaining some examples from some SML from these 3 SML episodes: Black Yoshi in Trouble, Jeffy's Lunch Money, and I forget the title, but it was a Christmas episode released in 2018.
Oh my god, dude. Couldn't even look up the title of that episode.
Yeah, Black Yoshi's pretty much a jerk character. Jerk characters don't really work all that much.
Jerk characters don't really work all that much. Really? Jerk characters really don't work all that much. So I guess jerk characters just don't work in general then. Okay. Cool. Great writing advice there, buddy.
Yoshi's trouble, okay. So, Black Yoshi gets rightfully in trouble. He tries to set his life around, or else he'll go to jail. He has a court date He tries to turn his life around, and he passes the court date. In the end, he learns absolutely nothing. My God. This has to be one of the most worst. That has to be one of the worst endings in SML. On to the next episode. Jeffy's lunch money. Okay.
Jeffy's lunch money.
Jeffy gets lunch money, but then Black Yoshi, being the greedy little freaking brat he is, keeps begging Mario for money. He does it all the time, but then he literally knocks out Jeffy, puts him in the closet, takes disguise as Jeffy just to ask for more money. Well, at least he learns in the end. At least I hope he learns in the end.
Oh my God, I was not expecting that. I hope he learns.
This next episode. My God, this next episode.
You know, I think there are valid reasons to dislike Black Yoshi, with him being pretty much a black stereotype. But nah, I'm just mad that he's kind of a jerk. And I'm just mad that he's kind of a jerk in like 3 episodes.
It's a Christmas special. Let me look up what it's called.
I have to look up what it's called, like, during the video.
How Black Yoshi Stole Christmas. Wait, count. The title pretty much says it all. Black Yoshi straight up steals everyone's presents just to have it for his own. Santa forces him to set things right, but fail miserably. And everyone's Christmas is ruined thanks to Black Yoshi. That's literally the ending. This has to be one of the worst SML episodes ever. So yeah, Black Yoshi is nothing but a jerk, an annoying, unfunny, ungrateful brat.
Brat.
I know that's supposed to be his character, but
he's a brat.
Characters like that don't work all that much. Well, there's a few, like Stingy from Lazy Town. He's pretty funny. Master Brown from Unity Kitty, yeah, he's good. He's supposed to be an antagonist character. That's pretty much his purpose.
One of my examples was Stingy from Lazy Town. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry.
But Black Yoshi, on the other hand, I will forever loathe until the end of SML, or at least until I stop watching SML. I think you see why I hate Black Yoshi now. Logan, if you're watching this, don't kill off Jeffy. Kill off Black Yoshi!
What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh, that was some good shit, man. That was great. Would you all agree? Oh man, you butchered my last name. I am so sorry, Jacob. I am terribly sorry for that. Thad now. Oh, that's cool. Glad you enjoyed it. Thad then. Would not let you hear the end of it. I have not seen that much SML, so I probably won't get that much out of this. Thad's advice: never have any jerk characters, even if it's important to your story. Never include jerk characters. Yeah, he literally stole Christmas, man. Never watch The Grinch if you hate people who steal Christmas. Geek Studios YouTube, your comments are very funny. I love them. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I'm gonna have to turn up my volume because I can't friggin' hear. I can't really hear the videos that well because you know the audio and the camera was so fucking shit. It's okay. It's actually pronounced Ska Zen. All right. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, man. Thank you. No problem. No problem. All right, next video. All right. Let's do something a little more positive. My review of the Lego Movie 2, back when that first came out.
Alright,
Here I am,
guys, listen
walking in
up.
like Mr. Rogers. Well, listen
About a
up.
week ago, I saw the Lego Movie 2, the second part. And I'm really excited to talk about it. Before I do, when this movie came out, people really enjoyed it, just not as much as the first one. I could totally see why. It caught everyone by surprise. No one expected it to be good, but it turned out good.
Not fair.
So,
The first one's still better.
What did I think of it? Did I think it was as good as the first? Well, you're about to see. First off, let's talk about the story. It wasn't really as well written as the first, but it's still a solid script. There are a few twists in there, and yeah, they're pretty good. They caught me by surprise a little bit. Not as much as the big twist back in the first movie. Still good. Anyway, let's talk about one of the most important aspects of these movies. The humor. It's good. I got it's good, but I definitely think the first movie definitely still has some really strong, solid, great humor. And there were a lot of clever decisions made in there, like the fact that it has to teach kids that they have to get along with their younger siblings. They had to get along with different gender stereotypes. I really love that idea. It made for some really relatable moments in the movie. Anyway, let's talk about the animation. One thing I always loved about these movies is the animation, how every character moves. And this movie pretty much steps up the animation up a notch. Everything from the backgrounds to the character
steps up the animation up a notch. Top tier line right there. Y'all can quote me on that. Sorry.
Everything just looks great to look at. I mean great. I could definitely say it's a step up of the first. Let's talk about the characters now. They're still really fun to be around. Emmett's still the main character. He's good. Wildstyle. Should I call her by Wildstyle or Lucy? Lucy's her real name, but whatever. I feel she gets some good development in this movie. Batman, still priceless. Unikitty, my favorite character from the first movie. She's still her cute little self. Benny and Meadowbeard. I didn't really care for them much back in the first movie, but in here I enjoyed them a little more. Alright, let's talk about the new characters. Rex Dangervest. He's okay, but there's a big twist involving him during the film, and like I said, the twists are very solid. Alright, let's talk about the Evil Queen. I really loved her character. I really loved the sassy black behavior and her movements, the fact she could shapeshift. I really love it. Alright, General Mayhem really reminds me of Samus Aran from Metroid. And she's pretty good. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie. Is it as good as the first one? Almost as good as the first one. I can safely say it's almost as good as the first one. I want to hear what you thought of the movie. I want to know your favorite Lego Movie character is. And I want to know if you want a third Lego Movie. Oh, don't forget to like.
Yeah, third Lego Movie. That shit ain't happening. You know, some of y'all have compared me to Diaz Station. But honestly, I'm kind of getting more of an Inside Out Trolls Band Together fan vibe from watching these. Although I tend to stutter and stuff. You still didn't say it. Oh my god, Jacob, I am so sorry. I am not good with pronouncing names. Rex Dangerfest. Rex Dangerfest is literally just Chris Pratt's OC. Fuck, don't remind me of that guy. Okay. So that was a nice, short, sweet review. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. So we're not going to do every single one of them. We'd be here. Excuse me. excuse me. So if it wasn't obvious, we're not going to do every single video because we'd be here all night if we did that. So I'm just going to start selecting some that I think would be interesting to talk about. Okay. Real quick, I think we should do one of my cosmic power videos. These are basically little skits I've done where I just wave around and stuff and just where I just film myself waving around and shit. And later I'd go into the editor that was in my current PC at the time and edit them as if I had, well, cosmic powers. So I guess you could, briefly watch one of these.
Okay. Here we go. What was it?
Yeah, bro. Compared to the content both of Trolls Fan and Zaid were putting out at the time, I'd say it's more comparable to Trolls Fans. At least Zaid had editing, but you didn't. But you didn't act as unhinged. Mm. Damn, this should have won Best Visual Effects at the Oscars. I agree, man. I really got snubbed there. If you really think about it. All right, let's. Okay. Let's do why South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut is a cinematic masterpiece. So,
What is up, world?
hang on. So, before, so I did talk about this movie a bit in my recent cartoon movies video, and I did, and I did say it was very good. Here we have my OG opinion on the South Park movie. Back when I was actually like a big South Park fan. Also, as you can see, I decided to give myself a little opening.
What is up, world? I am Dad Master 7.
Bringing forth some
Let's
great-
talk about the South Park. The show is fantastic as likable characters, splendid comedy. And I do kind of like its paper-like animation, very unique, and it's never afraid to make fun of celebrities and other current events in America. And that's pretty much the charm of the show itself. But when I first started getting into the show, that's when I heard of its fantastic movie. I decided to watch this movie one night, and it did not disappoint. And it became one of my favorite animated films of all time. But what makes this movie so outstanding? Well, we're about to find out. Well, I hear a lot of people say that the songs are fantastic. And yeah, they are. I used to listen to them non-stop. And yeah, I can also say this is one of the best musicals of all time too. We got songs like Kyle's Mom's a B-Word, Up There, What Will Brian Boitano Do? And one of my favorites,
Kyle's Mom's a B-Word. I didn't want to swear back when I was in middle school. Oh shit.
La Resistance.
Sorry.
Anyway, let's get down to the characters. The four main characters, Stan, Kyle, Carmen, and Kenny, are extremely well written in this movie. Each character has their own arc during the movie. Stan has to get the guts to get a girl named Wendy. Kyle has to go up against his mother. Carmen has a V-chip placed inside of him, preventing him to swear. And Kenny goes to hell. And these story arcs are extremely well paced. And the movie itself is pretty much well paced too.
Well paced. Back when I didn't even comprehend pacing in a movie. Also, Stan's arc in that movie is mid.
But the main thing that makes this movie so great is its fantastic storytelling.
Storytelling.
Because the story is basically back in the 90s when South Park was a big hit, back in like 1997, kids around the world were watching South Park even though they were way too young. And the parents started complaining about it to Comedy Central. And that's pretty much a really well done insult of that. And I also like how the movie starts off all happy and whimsical to fool parents, but then it actually starts swearing. My god, this is just an extremely well written movie. And speaking of happy and whimsical, this movie perfectly mixes in the happy and whimsical stuff with the adult subjects, and it just works flawlessly. So I think you get why I like.
Yeah, probably because back in the day, I thought musicals were inherently kid friendly and happy and whimsical and shit. So
I absolutely adore this movie now. Brilliant writing, brilliant songs, brilliant characters. It's just an amazing movie all around. Like I said earlier, I can definitely say it's one of the best anime films of all time. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Before I go, I have to remind you to make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Let's not forget to ring the notification bell. Bye.
well, that was definitely another video of mine. You know, I was thinking of watching my Endgame review since there's a new Avengers movie on the horizon. So I think with how much the MCU has changed since then, I think this one at the very least could be an interesting time capsule. So let's give this one a watch.
Alright, so
I have little segments.
about 2 days ago, I just
Infinity Work. Okay. Drama. Action. Outro.
saw Marvel's latest movie, Avengers Endgame. Well, I was so excited for this movie, but I was also concerned that this might not top Infinity War. That's like a lot of things when a third or fourth movie in a franchise tries to top its predecessor. But after seeing it, oh my god. I didn't think they would top Infinity War, but they actually did top Infinity War just like that. This movie is just so freaking amazing. Oh my god. And as we all know from the trailers, they didn't show too much, and apparently that was all in most of that stuff was all in the first act. And the rest of the movie is a mystery. I like that, really did. I was surprised throughout the movie, so that's good. They should do that more often with movies. They really should.
I think they're doing that with Doomsday.
It seems in the trailers, I thought this was going to be a pretty drama-heavy. There's going to be a lot of dramatic scenes, and yeah, there are. And they do them really well. Like, they're really good. I may not have cried. Yeah, I'm kind of a tough cookie for most of these dramatic scenes, but these dramatic scenes, that doesn't mean I could still, doesn't mean just because I don't cry in a dramatic scene, doesn't mean I can't like them. I really do. And it wouldn't be a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie without some comedy in there. And the comedy is really great. My favorite one has to be something about Captain America. I found that really funny.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And
America's
let's talk
ass.
about the action scenes. They're freaking brilliant.
My
That was my
phone.
phone right there. Sorry.
My
And
phone. I didn't
like
even
I said, the
bother
action
trying to
scenes
cut
are
that out.
freaking brilliant. Definitely some of Marvel's best action scenes. Definitely, the finale. Oh my God, the finale! It was so good. I was happy crying. This finale is the best.
I say I'm a tough
action
cookie
scene
earlier in this
any
video,
movie.
but then I say I happy
ever.
cried at the climax.
Overall, I can safely say that this one is definitely the best out of all of them, and possibly my new favorite film of all time.
Yeah, now it's the Lego Movie.
Let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, these were yeah, I did I had no idea what I was doing when doing these reviews, man. Oh, hey, Vitamin Nick, what's up? That was incredible. Deserved every award given to it. The fact that you were able to put the actual fire, it definitely was an effect on the screen, is impressive. This is the seed that later grew into the tree that is your cartoon movies review. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's good? Yeah, I'm doing good, Vitamin Nick. Oh yeah, Kenny. Oh, and Kenny literally goes to hell. Songs in movies, a kid's film. Ah. Make sure you like it, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Immediately clicks off the video. Oh, now I can hear a difference in your voice there. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to a different page here. So maybe we could let's try something a little different. So this video right here is me going over the synopses or synopsi for uh, a few episodes in My Little Pony season 9. And what's interesting to note is that for a while this was one of my most viewed videos at like excuse me, 870 views. So maybe we could give this one a shot.
What is up, world? I am Thad Master 7, and today we have the synopsises for MLP Season 9, episodes 14 through 18. Alright, let's read them.
It sounds and looks like I was holding in a sneeze or a burp.
Episode 14, That's a Laugh. When Pinkie Pie seeks help from her old friend, the super silly cheese sandwich, in finding life's purpose, she discovers the unimaginable has happened. The unimaginable. I'm definitely looking forward to see that happen. And
Looking forward to
what does she mean by her life's purpose? Isn't she a baker? Oh no, cheese sandwich is coming back. That's nice. I really like how this final season is bringing back older characters that only appeared in one episode in seasons past. So I like that.
And they're bringing Weird Al Yankovic back. That's always a major plus.
2, 4, 5, great. The School of Friendship is starting a buckball team, and Rainbow Dash has to come to terms with the fact that she won't be coaching the team.
Yeah, I hear that was a pretty controversial episode.
Another
back when that
buckball
first came
episode
out.
this season.
I remember.
And I'm definitely curious where to see this episode's gonna go, because Rainbow Dash won't be coaching the team. Maybe she got injured or something, or maybe they got a replacement. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. A trivia problem. Twilight's hopes of keeping her trivia trot winning streak alive waylay are waylaid when she's unexpectedly paired up with Pinkie Pie, who has never been in a trivia night before. Okay. This should be interesting. An episode where Twilight is going to have her chances of a trivia quiz ruined by Pinkie Pie, who has no experiences with it. I'm definitely interested in seeing that.
Yeah, all I'm saying is just, I'm interested in this. I'm interested in that. This sounds interesting.
The summer
Riveting
sun step back. Twilight is determined to make Celestia and Luna's last summer sun celebration memorable, but when things start to go horribly wrong. I take it this is going to be development on Twilight ruling Equestria. And
I don't
to be
know
honest,
if those sounds are part of
I don't have anything to say about this one. I'm sorry. I know this makes me look lazy, but I don't really have much
Really?
to say. I'm sorry.
You don't know what to say and it makes you look lazy. Really?
She talks to Angel. When Fluttershy and Angel Bunny's relationship hits the skids, Zecora gives them a potion to help them understand each other. Okay, I guess this could be kinda interesting. I mean, she has had trouble with Angel Bunny in the past, so this should be interesting. Very interesting. I was hoping that maybe we would get a few more episodes that will build up to the final battle. But frick no.
Yeah, I made a
I
video.
said it's fine if we get more slice of life.
But before this, so as season 9 was airing, I did make a video prior complaining that none of the episodes were building up to the final battle because that season was setting up this big villain team and a potential final battle with said villain team, and I was kind of pissed off that the slice of life fantasy cartoon wasn't doing much to build up to the final battle. Wonder how past me would feel about the multiverse saga. I really do wonder how my past self would have felt about the multiverse saga.
Episodes, but this is the final season and there's a main topic, which is Grogar and the villains teaming up. But we've got only one episode related to that. One episode related to that.
One episode relating to this.
Anyway, make sure to comment on what to think of the video, like, and subscribe.
Alright, that was fun. No ad implies that you earned ad revenue from the other videos. Now, I didn't start getting ad revenue until, I want to say last year, the beginning of last year. Bro's reading the Wikipedia synopsis. Yeah, I am. Oh yeah, I feel like the season 9 was the worst season of MLP in my opinion. Yeah, I haven't really, to be honest, I haven't really seen much of Friendship is Magic in quite a while, aside from like a few episodes I had to watch for my Weird Al video and my musical episodes video. So I don't really have any thoughts on season 9 right now. It'll probably be going now. I'll probably be going now. See you later. Okay. We'll see you later, Geek Studios. Thank you for these comments. They were very funny. Anyway, next video. This is a reaction video I've done to my first reaction video ever. Yeah, that needed to be very special. I had to really emphasize that this was my first reaction video ever. It was basically a reaction video to vines and skits related to Avengers Endgame, which came out around that time.
What is up, world? I am Bad Master 7,
There's a
bringing you some
fucking
great
echo,
content
of
for your
course.
entertainment. And today, we're going to be doing something a little different. Today, and for the first time ever on my YouTube channel, I'm going to be doing a reaction video. Today, I'm going to be starting off something simple with Avengers Endgame as vines. Alright, enough talk. Let's get into this thing. Let's turn this volume up.
Oh fuck! Oh god, the video that's being played is loud. I'm gonna have to turn that down.
I said 1, 2, 3 of the kids laugh at me, but they don't really know that my dad has a gun yet.
2 shots of vodka.
Okay.
Two bros chilling in the hot tub, 5 feet apart, cause they're not gay.
Hi, I'm Attorney Doug. Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Sucks to be you, I guess.
Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. I was too busy blocking out the haters. Anything for you, Beyonce?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, that you just can't. I may suffer from anxiety and depression, but I'm still a queen.
That is not correct. Because according to the Encyclopedia of...
Cute. Cute. The Avengers. Okay, I get it. Show me something different.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know.
No. Okay.
Fuck you.
Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Or you dead? Fuck it. Ghost credit. I'm gonna get a super real. My name is Failure, and you're watching my life crumble into pieces.
Okay.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Nebula 1.
I'm you from the future. Yeah, obviously, bitch. I don't.
I should have left you on that street corner where you were standing. But you didn't.
I don't need friends. They disappoint me.
I think I know more about American Girl than you do.
I eat Cheerios because they're heart healthy, and my heart has been severely damaged. So, John, if you're out there.
Everyone come back from the soul story. Yeah, that scene was awesome.
Yo, dumbass, get over here. Okay. I'm coming. I thought I was dumbass.
I want to see my little boy.
Here he
I
comes.
want to see my little boy.
You know, the indigenous species in Canada can be real aggressive, eh? So it's important to take all necessary precautions when approaching. Get fucked!
Corey, please be careful going down the
Hello, darkness.
Like I said,
Gonna chase myself through hell.
How do we make this vine funnier? What if I zoomed in on my face? That work? No.
Alright, guys. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Not those kinds of measures, Philip.
Hey, yo, hold the door open for me. Hey, yo, hold the door open for me.
What are you doing? I'm starting a scrapbook. You're like an old woman. Did you get a cat too? What? No.
Hello. This is you from the future. I don't have any time to explain. You don't? No.
Look at this picture. I'm done. You're what? I'm done.
What? I'm done. Like, I can't. I don't know what that means. Alcohol is not the answer, but it certainly makes you forget the question. And it tears your family apart.
Okay, my favorite holiday is Christmas. What about you? Oh, The Purge.
Yo, low-key, nobody likes you.
That high-key makes me feel like shit.
I low-key wish I cared. Bagel boys, dum-da-da-dum, bagel boys, dum-da-da-dum, bagel boys, with cream cheese. Positive Hardcore Thursday, Murica edition. Today we celebrate our freedom. Yeah. Hey, Penny, catch it. Do you even want to be the best?
I just want you for my own.
Please leave me the fuck alone.
As one of Vine explaining my haircut. There's no explanation.
Oh yeah.
The hair is gone. It's never coming back.
I remember.
What's up, shorties? What did you say?
Oh, that.
I'll have you know that I am a sweet treat. I am a fucking delight to be around, okay?
Hey, how you doing? Well, I'm doing just fine. I lied, I'm dying inside.
I don't care about my haters, and if you want to fight me, then fight me.
So what do you think about space travel?
I don't speak Spanish, so...
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Wake me up before you go, don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo.
Hey, see you later, dude. Alright, later, Dad. You just said Dad. I know. Son?
Wow, great job. You survived another day. You're gonna die someday.
Hey, is your refrigerator running?
Yes.
Wait, are we the same person?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Nope, bros. Chilling in the hot tub. It is empty because they're not.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Are you hungry right now?
Not at all.
Really? I'm so hungry.
Well, you should probably eat.
Yeah.
That was the last! Don't let go! Don't let go! I've got you! I've got you now!
Thanks, Rocky.
Okay, I will admit that was slightly better than I expected, but mainly because the vines themselves, they were funny. Will your reaction video subverts all the reaction video cliches? I can't even hear you. Do you mean? Did you mean the past me watching the vines? Yeah, I didn't really hear that. I didn't really have much commentary back then either. This is definitely a reaction video. Lol, there are a couple of Avengers memes in this video I was reacting to. Alrighty then. Okay, let's... Hopefully the next one I'll have a little more to commentate on. Why I might be leaving the MLP fandom after the show ends. Okay. Let's give this one a watch. Crazy how I didn't even end up being wrong, because I'm not super active with the MLP community like right now. Also, this is when I moved into a new apartment back when I lived in Virginia. So there's a fun fact.
What is up, world? That my sunroof with some great content for your entertainment.
Hang on, let me turn this up.
Now, I know you read the title thinking, dude, of course you're gonna probably leave the community. The show's ending. Why do you want to leave the community after the show?
I mean, what I'm saying here, it's not like people can just leave a fandom after whatever franchise or show it's a part of ends. You know, they could still be here. You know, shows like, there's plenty of shows and stuff that do still have active fandoms despite being over, so past me is definitely wrong there.
Show ends, yeah. Well, people are still gonna like the show after the show ends. People are still gonna talk about it from time to time. And even I'm questioning why I'm leaving after the show ends, of course. But I'm sure you'll understand later on. Anyway, the reason why I'm gonna be leaving I'm gonna be leaving the fan base, or I'll stop being a fan, is not because the show's ending, not because of the show itself. I'll still probably watch the show casually from time to time. But the reason why I'm leaving this community after the show ends is because of the spineless community itself. Now, one of the main...
Yeah, around this time I kind of had beef with the My Little Pony fandom. And I don't remember every reason, so maybe my lovely past self will give us some insight.
Reasons. I used to follow this YouTube named Purple Coin, but later on, when I was watching one of his reaction videos, when he saw a pony butt or a close up or something, he always had to go like, ooh, hot, ooh, sexy, ooh. Oh, he's not the only one. I read one of the comments of one of his videos. He said one of the highlights of the episodes was the pony butts. Oh my god, that is just creepy. Because if you think of it this way, most of us fans are human, real life beings, and and the stuff we watch, and the stuff he's like, hitting on, the butts and stuff, are just a bunch of cartoon horses. That's not creepy. I don't know what is. Another reason is that some people in this stupid community think their opinions are common known facts on the internet. Here are some examples. Misanthrope.
Also around this time, I used to have this mindset where if a reviewer wasn't specifically saying that their opinion was their opinion, like being super obvious about it, I would get upset and I wouldn't like that. And it was kind of weird since there were other reviewers I followed and enjoyed around this time that didn't make their opinion super duper obvious. So this was just weird. I was a weird fellow back then. Oh, look who else I also bring up.
Pony and Tootsie Forever. I've seen in Misanthrope Pony's review of School Raise, one of his lines says, "And that's not what a finale is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun and satisfying and leave you with a good impression."
I think there are a lot more reasons to hate that guy besides how he worded his opinion on a cartoon episode, buddy.
Dude, that is not an opinion. That is not a fact. That is an opinion. And I even hear some people really like this episode. And now here's another example from Tootsie Forever. In the description of his Uprooted review, he said, "This episode wasted all of our time." Now, for you at me, I'm aware that not a lot of people like Uprooted. But at the same time, I even hear some people do like Uprooted. I'm one of those people. Do you see what I mean? Okay. I have a lot to say about this next reason. Now, remember when I said it was the community that makes me want to leave? Well, I think the writers are also at fault too. Because, well, I have been really happy with how they're handling stuff lately. I mean, they know how to make good episodes. They know how to make that. The episodes I saw in Season 9 were pretty good. But they don't know how to handle everything. Because last season, because they don't know how to handle the Young Six, because they don't give them much episodes. And the same thing goes for the Legion of Doom they're setting up. I know.
Oh yeah, it was also around this time. Yeah, also around this time, I kind of had a big hyperfixation on a group of characters in that show named the Young Six or the Student Six.
Not every episode should focus around them, but they shouldn't just shut them out completely. I mean, oh my god.
Once again, I'm getting
And I also said I'm upset because Twilight had this little arc she had to go through where she's gonna freaking rule Equestria. But that was completely ditched for most of the season. And the fandom doesn't even care. So let me get this straight. It's bad that season 8 left out the Young Six and the school. But it's fine when they do it with Twilight ruling Equestria and the little film alliance they had in this season. You guys are just a bunch of hypocrites.
Like the Joker there.
Okay, back to the fandom. Now, if you've seen one of my earlier videos, you know that I'm not really happy with the ending of Frenemies, because it just opened up a lot of red flags. Like the villain redemption for one thing. And these spineless fans are completely unaware of the problems that this is gonna cause. I mean, oh my god.
Oh, God forbid people have an opinion on a cartoon, on a group of cartoon villains.
And they're completely unaware of what the problems are gonna cause. Oh my god.
Explain some of those problems.
And I can't believe these guys want these villains to reform. What the frick? Oh my god, that is just so stupid. Ugh. Remember when I said that I'm gonna be I'm even questioning why I'm leaving the community after the show ends? Well, here's the thing. I think it's all going to depend on the finale. I know, weird, right? But don't question how my mind functions, please. It's my mind. We all have our own minds. Anyway, if the finale ends positively, and the fans are happy with it, I'm happy with it, then I'll still be a fan of the show, but I'll just ignore everyone in the Brain Dead community, that's all. But if we get a flawed finale, and other people are still satisfied with it, then I'm pretty much done with the community. I'm done with MLP as a whole. I'm gonna be done. Like I said, if that happens, I'll still watch it casually, but I won't be a hardcore fan. Okay? So, yeah. I think you can understand why I'm gonna be leaving this community. Why I might be leaving this community afterwards. Well, I can't predict the future, but I'll have to see what happens in the future.
I can't predict the future, but we'll have to see what happens in the future. You can also quote me on that. I'm still here. I still look back at MLP episodes, especially with the Young Six. Yeah, the Young Six were poorly treated. Oh yeah, I do remember complaining about this. The episode Sweet and Smoky. Which one shall we do next? I think we should watch this video on the Lilo and Stitch remake, because also around that time, I had a big Stitch hyperfixation, and I still kind of do now, so should be interesting to watch now that we actually have the remake out in the world and people love it.
What is up? Well, I
I
am
had a little Stitch blush in my hoodie. That was cute.
that match, some great force and great content for your entertainment. Lilo and Stitch has to be one of my favorites, if not my favorite Disney movie. The songs are relaxing, the animation's great, it's very funny, very heartwarming, and Stitch is just the cutest little thing you will ever meet. So as you can tell, I love this movie. I don't know anything that Disney can do to possibly ruin this masterpiece for me. Oh wait, I just realized something. They're remaking the movie. Because why not? Now, I just gotta say this. I don't hate the Disney remakes. I think they're harmless at best. Well, I haven't really seen every remake. I've only seen some. But from what I've seen...
And to this day, I still haven't seen that many Disney remakes, and that's probably for the best.
They're pretty harmless. But, I do think they're pretty lazy and pointless. So as you can tell, I'm not really excited for this remake. I think it's just going to be another lazy way for the House of Mouse to just get more money and... Wait, what? The remake's going to be on Disney Plus? Okay, well, maybe not get money per se, but I do still think it's pretty.
Like I'm sure Disney Plus views still get like money and monetary gain, right? I don't fully know.
Lazy, but maybe I'm still gonna give it a chance. As much as I'm not excited for it, I'm still gonna give it a decent chance and hoping it will be tolerable. So anyway, I came up with 4 things I want to see in the remake. To hopefully maybe make this remake decent.
Yeah, let's see how well this is aged.
Or something like that. Anyway, this first one, I just think it'd be kind of cool to see. Doesn't really affect the story and how this remake's gonna be or anything, but I want to see Samuel Jackson as Cobra Bubbles. I just want to throw that in. I just think it'd be kind of cool to see because they do look similar, and yeah, kind of similar. I just think it'd be kind of cool.
Was that a popular fan cast? Samuel L. Jackson as Cobra Bubbles, or was that just me? Like, that was a bit unexpected, but we didn't get that.
Anyway, second thing, I want to see a decent retelling of the first, or of the original.
Okay, now I haven't seen the remake, but given what I heard about how it ended, with Nani abandoning Lilo, pretty much going against the whole message of the first film, I would say it was a decent retelling of the first film.
I really don't want them to just remake the entire story of Lilo and Stitch all over again. But at the same time, I don't want them to add any new ideas that will completely ruin it for me. So I just want something like the original Lilo and Stitch story, but maybe with a few little things changed up to make it a little more interesting.
A little more interesting, huh?
That's kind of what a lot of people want from the Disney remakes nowadays, if they even wanted them in the first place. getting back to things. Third thing I want to see a decent kid actor for Lilo.
Yeah, I
seeing as this is going to be live action.
I can't really say much on that. Again, I haven't seen the remake, but I do hear the actor who played Lilo in the remake is going to be voicing Lilo in that upcoming animated short, Lilo and Scratch. So I guess she was good enough to become the new voice of Lilo.
We're going to have to get a realistic kid to play Lilo. I hear kid actors aren't all that good, so I'm hoping that maybe this kid actor will do a decent job capturing Lilo's weird personality. Anyway, fourth and final.
From what I tell, they really didn't do Lilo as a character much justice in that remake. All of her weird quirks are pretty much non-existent in that one.
Thing I want to see in this remake is not to have Stitch to look ugly. Because I will not be happy if Stitch, this little thing, looks freaking ugly.
Okay, I will admit this actually did kind of age well, since I do kind of like the way Stitch looks in the remake. He looks just like him. He looks great. He looks great.
I don't care if any of the other aliens look ugly. If any of the other aliens look ugly, I'll be fine with that.
I mean, from what I've seen, from what else I've seen, the other aliens don't look that bad.
Just don't ruin my little Sticky Pie's design.
Stitchy Pie.
I don't know why I said that. But anyway,
yeah,
as you can tell, exactly I do not want them to ruin this little guy's design because he looks fine the way he is. I mean, if they want to change his design up a little bit, go ahead, I guess. But don't do it in a way that makes him look like a scary demon from hell. Okay, guys? Okay. So anyway, that's all for this video. What do you guys think of this remake?
No other comments. Okay. I think we could do a few more. Probably not. This was a full-on rant on the MLP fandom. This one should definitely be interesting.
What is up, world? I am that Master 7 Brain for some great content.
Okay, first of all, I think I am starting to sound a little older here, so that's something worth noting.
And for your entertainment. And yes, I know I have talked about this brony community in past videos, why it sucks so bad. But those videos are mainly about me wanting to leave the community. And I haven't really talked about them too much to the point where this video feels pointless. And I have a new reason why this community sucks so bad, so let's get into it. Anyway, I'm sure we're all familiar with the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic fandom. A fandom consisting of grown men and grown women fanboying and fangirling over a show made for little girls. Now, let me just clarify this. I have nothing against grown men watching a kid's show. Or a show made for little kids. I'm fine with that. If they like the show, it's fun. It's their opinions. I've even been there before. But if you're not gonna treat that show with respect and make bad online reviews and all that crap, we're gonna have some problems. And this stinkhole of a community sure does have some problems. And we're gonna talk about it today. So without further ado, here is my final big rant on the brony community. Let's get into it.
We actually have some fucking editing here. What are the odds? Also,
here is my final big rant on the brony community. Let's get into it.
So, at this point in my channel, I would do these little drawings, either for thumbnails or for transition pieces. And here's one of them. That's just me. So there's me, and there's the entire there's all the bronies in my big ass South Park looking hand. And there's a text here saying creepy. Yes. Interesting.
Now, let me say this. I already know that many fandoms have the exact same problem, but I feel that this fandom does it a lot worse than other fandoms.
Clearly I was not active in a lot of fandoms around this time. I was just saying that. I was just bullshitting.
Anyway, I used to watch MOP reactions from a guy named Purple Coin. I'm sure a lot of you know him. Anyway, sometimes when he sees a pony butt, he has to hit on that pony and say, "Ooh, that's so hot. Ooh, that's so sexy. Ooh." And that really bothered me. And I did hear one guy in the comments said the ponies were hot too. And that really does disturb me. Not only that, I have seen many fan art of the ponies making out with the humans, and it's just really creepy. But the thing that's even more creepy is, well, I don't want to say it because it's too inappropriate, but let's just say it has something to do with, I don't want to say it, but
say it.
Something having to do with the penises and the vaginas.
God.
I'm sorry for saying that. Please don't demonetize me, YouTube. Oh, we don't have any ads on my videos, but
I'm ranting about. I'm getting mad at fans for drawing porn, for drawing Rule 34. Oh my God. These videos are something else.
Still sorry for saying it. It's just too inappropriate for me. And it freaking disturbed the crap out of me. And also kind of disgusted me too. Now, again, I know many other fandoms have the exact same problem. But the reason why I think this fandom does it much worse is because this is all coming from a show made for little girls. Let that sink in for a little bit.
Yeah, that's the big problem here. It's just because this show was made for little girls that's bad to do porn of it. Yeah, great logic there, past me. You really have a way with words, buddy. Bad reviewing. Let's see what this one's all about.
And now we get to my new argument with this stupid community. Some of the reviews and complaints they have with episodes and crap are pretty freaking stupid. Let's listen to some of the criticisms that people have with some of these episodes and stuff, like Power Ponies. The episode is too cliche, the main six already have those powers, and the story's very weak. Well, it's supposed to be cliche because it's supposed to be paying homage to superheroes and comic books. How could you go wrong with that? And the main six already having those powers, well, they were supposed to be, the writers were supposed to intend to have the main six powers represent their personalities. And some of the powers are mixed up a little and different from what they have in the real world. And speaking of real world and comic book world, from the main things from having the comic book powers in the comic book world, if you think of it this way, the powers and stuff are pretty different from what they have at home. And the episode story being kind of weak, well, I can kind of understand that. Well, think of it this way, the main six can't stay in the comic book world forever. They still gotta be in Equestria just to defend the world from monsters and stuff. Anyway, I've heard many people complain about Cozy Glow because she's a bad villain. Ugh, she's a kid. We don't understand where she came from. Well, yeah, she's a child villain. Because apparently child villains are not good villains. Am I right? It totally hasn't worked when the Powerpuff Girls or Wander Over Yonder. Because, yeah, Cozy Glow totally the first child villain out there. And it never worked at all.
Now, I may not have seen My Little Pony in a while, but I am looking back on this character Cozy Glow, who, as my past self states, was a child who just so happens to be a villain. And looking back, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to why she's a child given the world that's been established. I do think that is a little weird, especially compared to Powerpuff Girls or Wander, which inherently have sillier, more over-the-top worlds, so kids who are bad guys isn't, like, super jarring, but I don't know, looking back, Cozy Glow is a bit jarring. I think back then I mainly just liked the idea of a villain who didn't have powers but used manipulation, and that could have worked with an adult villain.
And I've heard some people complain about the Young Six, because it's brilliant reason. They're taking too much screen time away from the main six. Okay, no they haven't. They only got like 4 episodes to develop their characters. And keep in mind, they're not the main protagonists. So, deal with it.
Yeah.
And now we get to the over-exaggeration part. Because people like Sonic Silverstar and Tootsie Forever have over-exaggerated things. I remember when I first saw Sonic Silverstar's review of Sees All Yak, he claimed to be the worst episode from Season 9. Well, here's the thing though. If you don't like the episode, you think it's the worst of Season 9, fine, but really, dude, the worst of Season 9? At least just say the weakest of Season 9. I don't have to, if you say the worst, that's really stretching it, dude. And now for Tootsie Forever in his review of Uprooted, he claimed to be one of the worst episodes he ever saw of the series. And I saw his review and it's pretty dumb. It's just really freaking dumb. But the worst part of the episode, he has to exaggerate because of the end, where that tree house came up, and that was the reason why he thinks it's the worst episode, or one of the worst episodes he ever saw. That shouldn't have to damage the entire episode for you. Jesus. And now, if you look up some reviews of an MLP episode called 246 Great, and look up some of the reviews, there is a good chance that they'll leave out possibly my favorite aspect of the episode, that cheerleading sequence at the end, because they're too busy complaining about how Dash was bad in this episode. I don't know why they love to focus on the negative stuff. And
I kind of get what I'm saying here, but like, I don't think it's a big deal that they didn't bring up a certain part of the episode that you liked.
And just ignore the positive stuff. That was a pretty long one. Now, buckle yourselves in, guys, because this is where things get really freaking stupid.
Treating opinions like facts. Here we go again.
If there's anything that'll always annoy me about some online reviewers, it's that
always annoy me. Yeah, that aged well.
That sometimes they can talk like their opinions are true facts. And this gross fandom.
I think I'm gonna look to see if there's any more comments, and this is a rather lengthy one I chose. Vlad Master 9. Oh yeah, I remember seeing your video if the kids show could talk back to you. Yeah, those were some other skits I've done. I don't think I want to watch those though. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I don't like the live action Disney remakes either. It just doesn't feel the same as the original, if you know what I mean. Well, I don't know what I mean, because again, I haven't really watched that many of these remakes.
Is obviously no exception. But hey, at least to the viewers outside of this stupid fandom, at least they acknowledge if some people like what they don't like Ralph the Movie Maker. At least they have entertaining content and bring up good arguments like Animat. And at least they sometimes acknowledge that it's just their opinions, and it can be very funny too, like Shave Rose Productions. But this thing of a community, there's little to none of that. Now I'm going to start off with another previously mentioned Sonic Silverstar. I have seen some of his reviews, but in his She's All Yak review, he starts off by saying, I present to you the worst MOP episode of Season 9 so far.
God, I'm just noticing now how hammy my acting is here. Like, I was kind of hamming things up. It's kind of weird.
I hear that a lot of people really like She's All Yak, and I'm one of those people. So therefore, he's acting like it's a fact. And that's the same thing with his other freaking reviews I saw. I didn't see all of his reviews. I just seen like 2 of them that I want to bring up. The other one was 246 Grade. He did mention that the 246 Grade has overthrown She's All Yak as the worst MOP episode of the season. Yeah, treating his opinions like fact. I even asked in one of the comments of his videos if he knows that it's just his opinion. And he said yes. Because it sure sounds like his opinion in his freaking videos. Okay. Now, prepare for me to rage big time when I talk about Misanthrope Pony and Tootsie Forever and the rest of this brain dead community. Because if you know Misanthrope Pony, he talks like his opinions are facts. Example, in his review of School Race.
Yeah, he got a lot worse at that. He just flat out harasses anyone who disagrees with him. So, over time, he just got a lot worse. So, even then, I think my hatred for him was somewhat valid at the very least.
He says, and that's not what a finale is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun and satisfying and leave you with a good impression. Yeah, because I totally heard that no one else likes School Raise. I didn't hear anyone else likes frickin' School Raise. Yeah, because everyone thinks it's bad, and it's a true fact. Yeah. I can easily say same for his other reviews. In his interview with Frenemies, he said, I was worried that She's All Yak might have this episode might have the same problem as She's All Yak and not be rewatchable.
Man, okay, what does that what?
I also looked up his review.
What did that have to do with? What did that have to do with like treating opinions like fact? I guess maybe it's because he didn't say it wouldn't be rewatchable in my eyes.
For the finale on DeviantArt. In case you're wondering, no, I have not watched the finale, but I have looked up 2 spoiler reviews of it because I didn't care about spoilers because of another reason I'll get into later on in this video. Anyway, he of course rambled on like his opinions are freaking facts. Because when I heard that some people really do like the finale, and I respect their opinion for that. But apparently this guy can't! Now for Tootsie Forever. Oh boy, Tootsie Forever might just be as bad as Misanthrope Pony and Sonic Silverstar. Because Tootsie Forever absolutely doesn't acknowledge a thing about if people like an episode or not. He just thinks that he's the king of the world and just thinks he's right all the freaking time.
Man, I don't know if he had that exact mindset. I don't really remember. I do remember Tootsie Forever, but I don't remember if he was that much of a friggin' egotist.
For example, for this uprooted review, the description of the review said, one of the worst episodes I ever seen. And he said, only for the Tree of Harmony to be destroyed and waste all our time. Like if he's acting like no one else likes this episode. When I heard that a lot of people like Uprooted. And he's freaking right! And I also heard that people complain about the Young Six. And I'm fine with that. I've learned from my mistakes. I don't rant about that anymore. But when I used to be all mad at them, they're not any better. They think that they should be written out of the show, and they don't even care if other people like them. They just think they're right all the freaking time. And one of the guys I even met, named Brandon Smith. I'm sorry. Did I just reveal his name? I'm so sorry. But anyway, he said that when I told him that you do realize that people like the Young Six, you know what he said? Yeah, and everyone else doesn't like, and a lot of other people don't like them because they're taking too much time away from the main six. Like he didn't even freaking acknowledge that people like them. Oh my god, I hate Brony so much.
Yeah, I really remember Brandon Smith was some random ass commenter I'm talking about in this video.
If any of you guys are watching this, really any of the stupid bronies out there, let me give you a little message. It's your opinion, not a fact. Learn it.
Oh my god, I can smell the breath off of my old self from that shot.
And now we've finally reached, well, not the most biggest gripe I have with the community, but still pretty huge, and is the main reason why I left this stinky community for good. People think they're so cool and think they can spoil future episodes. There used to be this guy who used to follow me named Unikitty, Starlight Glimmer, and Spider-Man Fan 19.
I know that guy. He ended up being a creep.
And one day he posted a spoiler for the MLP series finale, which was pretty much the final battle, with all the ponies and dragons and crap.
I literally I complain about spoilers in this segment. Oh, excuse me. And then I just go on to casually spoil the finale to MLP.
And I was super triggered. So I told him.
A bit of context. Around this time, the finale had yet to release properly. But I did see a few leaked clips. And it's safe to say I wasn't very happy. And it's a shame that leak culture hasn't gotten much better since. So that's kind of why I made this whole segment complain about spoilers.
I was super triggered, and he promised he would never do it again. He would never upload any other spoilers ever again. But do you think he stopped there? If you said yeah, you're freaking wrong. Because he didn't freaking listen. And then I told him, why did you upload it again? Then he promised he'll never upload spoilers again. But he did it again, and again, and again. So therefore, he didn't freaking listen, and he lied to me. Oh, but it gets worse. There's this other guy named MD Tanzim. I know him for uploading spoilers, thinking he's so cool, thinking he can upload spoilers.
Yeah, I just assumed their gender.
Or footage of future episodes before that episode release. He just thinks he's so freaking cool, thinks he could do that. I remember when I first met this guy. It was actually a spoiler for the episode Student Council. I already knew how most of the episode was going to play out, and I was not very happy. I already knew what was going to happen in The Last Crusade. I already knew what was going to go down. I already knew one of the things that was going to go down in I forget what that episode was called, but it was a season 9 episode with the Apple family. But I don't really care anymore. So yeah, I think you can tell. So, yeah, that was the main reason why I left this brain dead community. They just constantly keep spoiling episodes for me. But this one moment takes the cake. This one moment takes the cake. For some reason, I decided to go into his channel, look into his community tabs, and guess what I saw? Spoilers for the finale. Yeah. They never freaking stop. Why would they think it'd be a good idea to post spoilers to freaking future episodes? Why would they think it's so freaking cool? Why would they do? Who would do this, you know? Could they just wait till the episode after the episode airs? Is it that hard for them to just wait till after the episode airs and most people already saw it? Is it that hard for them? Just, is it that freaking hard for you to... Is it that freaking hard for you to just do it? Apparently not, according to these stink bronies.
Here's the conclusion. Oh yeah, I would also, when I started doing cuts like this, I would also just film certain segments at completely different points of the day. So here I am filming at night. I don't even think this was the same day as the previous segments. I just think that's funny.
I'm sorry if my raging upset you, any of my sensitive viewers, but I think you all can understand my point now. Or, for my older fans, understand why I left this brain dead community. But thanks to this video, have a lot more detail on why I left this brain dead community. Who are ridiculously creepy with these kid-friendly ponies, who make terrible reviews with bad arguments, over-exaggeration, and fail to mention major positives and just want to focus on the negative side of things, treat their opinions like fact, like they're the kings of the frickin' world, and spoil future episodes for absolutely no reason. I advise you stay away from this community at all costs. I mean, you could still like the show, that's fine. You could still be a fan of the show, but at least try not to do this stupid stuff this stupid community does. And if you're already one of these people in the community, I do hope you take this video for advice in the future, because I could... Yeah. So hopefully, for my any bronies out there who do all this stuff, I do hope you learn from this video and try to improve. As a matter of fact, this community should just die. Yeah, this fan base should just die. I mean, well, it might not die. It probably won't. It'll probably be a thing for like the future, seeing as Generation 5's coming out.
Yeah, I checked, and you know the fandom is very much still active, from what I've gathered.
But
so, yeah. Sorry that the fandom didn't die, buddy.
But seeing as the show that started it all has ended now, I do hope this fan base shortens until it shrivels up and dies and turns into nothing.
Man, my hatred for this fandom was crazy back then.
Anyway, that's all for the video. If you want more amazing videos,
No new comments. Okay. Alright, let's see. Oh, I think we should do one of these videos I did as a series, basically counting down my favorite pieces of media from the 2010s. And wouldn't you know it, at the time I haven't even consumed those pieces of media in a while around the time of filming those videos, so take that as you will. So let's do my favorite animated movies of the 2010 decade. Excuse me. Blurry ass camera.
What is up, bro?
my
I am
fucking
that.
god! Oh my! InShot. Yeah, I edited this in InShot, the aspect ratio is all fucked up here, and you can barely even see what's going on. Hopefully, y'all can still hear.
I'm Matt 7, ready for some great content for your entertainment, and welcome to the finale of the 2010s Memory Marathon. In this grand finale, I'm going to be going over my favorite animated movies of the decade. You're probably wondering if I'm ever going to do my non-animated movies. No. Animation's better than live action, you know it. Okay, let's get into it.
Okay. You could barely fucking see the pictures.
Before the first installment that we got later this year, there was this masterpiece, Toy Story 3. And I don't care what the other people say, this is easily the best movie in the franchise. I will fight you to the death to prove it.
You know, I actually do kind of agree. I always had a soft spot for the third one. I always had a softer spot for the third one more than the second one. I guess I just like the setting more, and I think Lotso's a more compelling and menacing villain. And I guess the emotional beats just hit a lot harder for me than 2 did. Like, I understand 2's important to the franchise and all, but I don't know. I guess I am just a little biased. Maybe right now, but definitely back then.
It has excellent themes of family and moving on and all that crap. And the whole prison breakout story is very interesting and engaging. But I think the main thing that makes it great for me is, of course, the previously mentioned moving on aspect and the ending. I don't think I need to say anything about the ending, because what can I say that already hasn't been said before? It's just a flawless ending in every single freaking way. And if had Toy Story 4 never existed, it would have made things even better.
Once again, you can't even see the fucking picture. Nice.
You know, after watching this movie, it did leave me wondering. What if all video game bad guys are kind of like Ralph? You know, maybe maybe he plays the role of the bad guy, just not a bad guy, and just wants to be shown as a non-bad guy, but he's just acting it. That did kind of wonder, what if that's the case for every video game bad guy? What if that's the same case for any other bad guy? Oh wait.
What do you mean by that?
It already is. Silly me. But yeah, Ralph does have a pretty interesting arc throughout the movie, seeing as, you know, he plays the role of a bad guy, but he doesn't want to be viewed as a bad guy. And he also has a great dynamic with Vanellope, too. And the video...
I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom.
game arcade world is so interesting, with the plugs and how each member interacts with each other. It's so endearing. It's just, I really love this movie.
If y'all hear any rappers, I'm having bomb pops right now. So, oh my god, a completely different angle for this picture. What the fuck? Shut up, phone.
And now we're at one of the more underrated movies in this video. I'm not going to be going into too much detail because I want to do a full review of this movie in the future, but I'll just say this stuff for now. It does have one of the greatest ideas in animation history. The visuals are freaking fantastic. The characters are really great and play off each other nicely.
I'm not sure if I say this directly in the video, but I think I'm talking about Rise of the Guardians. Also, bear in mind, a lot of these films, at the time of recording this, like I said earlier, I haven't even seen in a while, so...
Have a great dynamic throughout the film. We get to learn some stuff about them. And it did make some pretty great action scenes. So, I'm just going to say that. Look forward to my review.
I never made that review.
Lego is awesome. But do you think it will work?
So that's a Deadpool Lego I used to have. I remember I got that at a convention, and I remember I tried to make a Lego version of me with the best of my ability, and accuracy is kind of off. Like I got the hair wrong, and the skin is whiter than sour cream.
As a big hour and a half long movie. If you said no, you're dead freaking wrong. Cause the Lego Movie is one of the greatest animated films, period. The imagination in this movie is very stunning. From the way they treat the Legos figures and how they acknowledge they're just Lego figures. From the animation and how they acknowledge that the Legos don't really have much flexible movement. From the great, lovable, memorable characters like Batman, Unikitty, Metalbeard. And the comedy is also really good too. I've been hearing a lot of that. It's a very funny movie. And MLP should really take notes from Lord Business' redemption arc, because here, unlike the villains in the show, Lord Business's redemption arc was believable and wasn't poorly rushed. Anyway, Lego Movie's awesome. Moving on.
Okay, I'm not wrong here. He's kind of spinning bars there.
This one is definitely in my top 10 favorite Disney movies. It's really great and enjoyable. First off, the technology in this movie is freaking amazing. From the superpowers our heroes are given, like Fred's monster suit and Honey Lemon's purse thing. From the bot fighting scene in the opening. From the freaking microbots that can do freaking anything. Oh my god, I want to own my own microbots. I really want to own my own freaking microbots.
He's not wrong, microbots are cool.
Oh, and Baymax is awesome. I love all his quirky gags and his optimism and his caring. I just love this guy so freaking much. Yeah, as I said, it isn't enough to make it in my top 5 Disney movies, but it certainly is in my top 10. You know, I heard many people complain that the concept isn't original. And those people seem to be right. However, the concept is handled excellently here. I love the whole memory orb stuff, the long-term memory stuff, the dream production stuff, the dark fear stuff, islands of personality stuff, and yeah. The movie also has a very creative use of animation. The animation on the motions are very expressive, and that part where they were running through abstract thought thing, that was pretty cool. And also the whole moving away story with Riley I can find that to be very relatable for many kids who had to move away from their friends, had to adapt to a new home. Heck, I do kind of relate to that, because when I moved to Virginia, I first didn't like it, but I've gotten used to it now, so I guess we're good. Wait, what? We might be moving back to Connecticut in August?
That aged well.
This movie was pointless.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
I remember doing a review of this movie back like a few months ago, but I deleted it because I thought it kind of sucked. Didn't really bring up new...
Really? You thought the video from back then kind of sucked? You thought you, my past self from 2019, thought a video I made a few months ago at that point sucked. Interesting.
I didn't really bring up any new arguments, and I thought the ending was pretty cringy. Some of my older followers might be familiar with that. I'm just gonna express my thoughts right here, right now, and hopefully we can just forget about that crappy review. I adore this movie to pieces. The Land of the Dead is very creative and looks very beautiful. The family drama is excellently handled here and very believable, which leads to a great moral at the end, and has possibly one of my favorite soundtracks in any Disney movie. So yeah. And now we have reached the last movie. Spider-Man Into the Motherfrickin' Spider-Verse. I love this movie. Possibly my favorite Spider-Man movie ever, hopefully. This is some of the best use of animation I've ever seen in an animated movie. From the psychedelic visuals used in the finale, from the different character animations, from the character designs, it's just freaking beautiful. I also really love Miles Morales as a character. He has some excellent growth throughout the entire movie. And the movie is also very funny. When I first saw this movie, I heard everyone laugh out loud quite a lot. I did, and there are some gags I did laugh at too. Overall, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse just has to be a perfect movie in every single way. One of my favorite animated films ever. So,
alright, sorry if I didn't really have much to commentate on for these last few videos, but there is one more I want to do. First, let me read some comments. Whatever happened to half of your MCU videos? I'm sorry, I don't know what MCU videos you're talking about. But anyway, last video I want to discuss today is the follow-up video to my first Matter of Principles video. It was a 100 subscribers special. I think this one might be a bit more of an interesting viewing. So, let's do it.
quick disclaimer before the video starts. This video.
Oh, okay, so the footage is actually a lot more clear.
Video is not intended for young kids or kids under the age of 13. Yes, I know it's talking about an episode of a kids cartoon, and there are pictures from that cartoon in there. But there are jokes and lines and stuff that only people like over the age of 14 will understand and get. So if you're under the age of 13, I advise you click off right now and just get off YouTube. You're too young. Oh, God. My freaking head. Feels like I've been knocked out or something. Because
okay. So, a bit of context here. I tried having a bit of a story here with this character I made up called the Brony King, being basically encapsulating all the toxic MLB fans. So, that's why there's this opening bit, and basically the Brony King is forcing me to do this review, even though I didn't want to. Excuse me.
Knocked you out, that master. Brony King? How do you keep finding me? Remember, bronies in a nutshell?
Oh, yeah, that bronies in a nutshell wasn't the skit I did.
You mean you were the brony I talked to? Exactly, Thad Master. While you were attacking me for no reason, I was able to place a little chip inside your arm. I believe you noticed that from the wart. Also, that's what it was.
I still have that wart.
Well, anyway,
I think it's getting smaller.
I am here for a reason. I heard it was your 100 subscriber special, so I came in and ruined your little celebration. And I want to make this your true 100 subscribers special. You know, I know you have 300 at the moment, but we're still doing this, okay? Anyway, I want you to review a terrible MLP episode. Okay, which one? I'm talking about the one you personally consider the worst of the series. You don't mean... Oh, yes. I'm, of course, talking about none other than M.O.P.
M.O.P.
Oh, no. Matter of Principles? No. Please, I'll review any other episode. 246, great. One Bad Apple, Non-Compete Clause, any other episode, but please, any other episode other than that one, please.
Very good actor around this.
I want to make sure you review it.
Yeah, my panic there was very believable, I must say.
I put a poison in your Mountain Dew you drank the other day. And I made it so it can kill you in 7 days. You did what? Don't worry. I have placed the antidote right here. All you have to do
right in front of me and thinks I'm just gonna review the episode and then get the antidote. Great villain here.
is review the episode and you'll get the antidote. If you don't review it in 7 days, bye. Well, looks like I have no choice. Guess I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk about the worst MLP episode, in my opinion at least, in full detail, and why I think it sucks so much. I mean, I guess get this over with. So, for the folks who don't know, back in February of last year, I made a little video called "Stay Away from Matter of Principles at All Costs." I talked about why you should not watch this episode, but I didn't really go into much detail. I kind of got inspiration from this Angry Video Game Nerd episode, where his second episode ever, he talked about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but didn't really talk about it that much. Then years later, he had to do it in full review. Well, that kind of got inspiration for me. I wanted to do the same thing. But I never expected I'd be forced into it. I never expected it to come so friggin' soon. Well, better get this over with. This is Matter of Principles and why I hate it so much. Okay, I want to start off with the biggest issue a lot of people have this episode, Discord. He is very, very, very unlikable in this episode. Because throughout the episode, he's acting like a spoiled brat, torturing the school children, and sometimes almost getting them killed. And for what? He felt left out and wasn't chosen to look after the school while the main six were away? Come on, that's stupid. I know he knows better than that. Now, I can imagine some people calling me a hypocrite, because why am I okay with what he did in the ending of the end, and I'm not okay with what he's doing here? Well, in the ending of the end, I can let it pass because he wasn't doing it to be a jerk. He was doing it to be helpful. He had good intentions. He knew Twilight could defeat the villains, and he didn't want...
A bit of context there. In the final episode, Discord took disguise as this old villain named Grogar and assembled the other villains just so we could give Twilight some kind of confidence boost. Take that as you will.
Things to go too far. Here, however, he's doing it on purpose and to be a selfish jerk. See what I mean? Like I said, I know he knows better than this. I know he should know, I know he should know that just ask the main six, hey, could I help the school? I'm feeling left out. Talk out your problems, not torture school children. Oh.
That sounds funny out of context.
Speaking of, don't you just hate it when you see your favorite characters get tortured or punished or any of that stuff for no reason?
Yeah, like I said, had a massive Student 6 hyperfixation around this time, so safe to say an episode where most of it they get tortured and shit was not gonna be a fan of.
I sure do. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that I love the Young Six. And so seeing them get tortured like this was freaking painful. They get chased by a bugbear during gym class.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we have a picture here. And it's a crappy screenshot. Yeah, really making new grounds in these early videos.
Almost getting killed by an Ursa mate.
Oh my god, a clip thumbnail! Oh my god! A clip thumbnail!
Major, the list goes on. And don't even get me started on that moment with Iron Wheel torturing Nona. I don't want to talk about it. So yeah, as you can see, this is one of the major things that makes this episode painful for me to sit through. Now, let's talk about the comedy. Now, yes, I have heard a lot of people found this episode to be funny. As for me, I didn't really find it to be all that funny. I just found a lot of the gags just fall flat as paper. Most of the gags just felt stale, while some of them didn't really make much sense. For example, there's just one gag where Starlight asks Discord to leave, but then Discord turns into a leaf. Is it because leave and leaf sound similar? That's just freaking stupid. That seems like that is a very rushed gag. There's even another gag with Yona bursting through the wall shouting, "Be my friend," and I think I did used to find this funny, but I don't know how. Like, how am I supposed to find this funny? Earlier, she was literally yelled at into doing it. How am I supposed to find that funny, huh? How is that supposed to be funny, eh?
Oh, shit.
Calm down, man. Calm down.
Oh my god.
You can handle this. Almost done with the review. Just one more thing to talk about.
Oh my god. This is actually kind of funny.
So, after Discord, acted like a little brat, almost killed the students, and tried to put the blame on Starlight. What happens next? Starlight scolds him again. The main six combat. Hear what Discord did, and they all rightfully punish him, leaving a nice little happy ending to the episode. Is what you think would happen. But nope, Starlight admits she was wrong for not letting him in the first time, and then he even rewards him as vice head mayor. So you see, kids, if you act like a spoiled brat when you don't get your way, you'll be rewarded for that. This is not something I would expect My Little Pony friendship is... Sorry. This is not something I would expect My Little Pony Friendship is Magic to teach. This is I would expect Teen Titans Go to teach.
Oh yeah, because around this time, because somewhat around this time, I would watch a lot of angry reviews about Teen Titans Go and them complaining about how bad the messages are, even though the bad messages were probably meant to be ironic. Though you could argue that the child audience seeing this would take this the wrong way and believe what they're saying. But I don't know. So that's kind of why I brought Teen Titans Go there.
Oh, but it gets better. The main six get back, and it's revealed that the little friendship mission they were called upon to was fake and all set up by Discord, therefore endangering their lives too.
Man, I'm just going crazy here. Probably going a little too crazy. And there's the potion I could have done at literally any point. I don't have to read the episode at all, but the video had to happen somehow.
I've heard how a lot of people consider non-compete clause to be the worst episode of season 8. Well, for those people, you all are all incompetent fools. Because this episode...
Okay, hopefully I didn't mean the incompetent fool thing genuinely. Hopefully I was just saying that as part of my crash out.
It's like if you took every single most hated MLB episode ever existed, combined them with every kind of turd out there, jizzed on it, vomited on it.
At this time, I didn't even know what jizz meant. I don't want to go into too much detail because of the algorithm, but at this time, I'm not really sure if... I guess I kind of thought jizz was just another term for piss, when it's not.
Mix it all up, put it in a blender, and you get this thing of an episode.
Okay, this is just overacting, man.
I'd rather eat cupcakes with T-Rex vomit on them. I'd rather have sex with Queen Chrysalis without protection. I'd rather be trapped in Tartarus in a cooped-up cell next to Grubber.
I knew the sex line was in here, but without protection? Oh my god.
I have an entire friggin' list of stuff I'd rather do with an MLP reference in it than I do with any other thing I do. And ever watch this episode again. Oh god.
My acting has definitely improved since then. What's going on out here? Oh my god, he's gone mad. I need to watch this. That's friggin' broken.
Yeah.
Why does he look like oh no, he's coming towards me. Oh god, I gotta run. Well, that was interesting to say the least. Any more comments? Hello, Mr. 2007. Unfortunately, we're just about to wrap up the stream here. So this was fun. Again, sorry if I didn't have a lot to commentate on for some of these videos, but hopefully y'all had fun watching as I had fun revisiting these videos, and hopefully I could do a part 2 at some point. So thanks for watching. Thanks for taking your time out of your day to watch this, and I guess I'll see y'all later. Bye.